entire thing.
I appreciate
the
that.
entire thing. As soon as it hit that Devo track, after that, just I was like, oh fuck, bro.
You want the raw and uncut?
What up?
Cause where y'all going? I'm finna take space. I don't know where we going. We going. I'm saying we call you soon as we get. Yeah, as soon as y'all get back, we gonna figure it out. Yeah, what's up?
Don't go nowhere.
I'm right here.
We right here.
I'm here till 10, and then I'm gonna go over there.
Right back, man.
That shit, bro.
Y'all heard it right back. Might not be right back.
I already got a couple favorites, man.
But shiggity.
You know, when I bump shit, I wanted that ching to go, but I know we got to keep going in order. But I'm the type of, if it's a push they ever running back, I'm running back.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm get with you though, bro. Right on for you, right.
T-DUBB-O, St. Louis, Mob Life, Champ Camp, AMG.
What got you into rapping, bro?
My grandma's house. Every holiday, my big cousins would come over and she had a motherfucking a camcorder, and they would all go down in the basement and be smoking and freestyling, and I picked up on it. I love the art form, how they could just talk off the top of their mind and make this shit sound good and rhyme. It was amazing to me. It was the best thing in the world, and ever since then, it's been in my blood.
Where you from?
St. Louis, or you be what area?
Yeah, like
North side, man. You know what I'm saying?
What high school you go to, bro?
Man, I went to like 7 high schools. I went to North Tech, I went to Millville, I went to Hazelwood Central, I went to Beaumont, I went to motherfucking River. Man, I had some political issues, so I went to a lot of high schools.
I see you traveling back and forth. So basically, how is it for an up and coming artist out of St. Louis? Do they show love like how they supposed to?
Out of town, they do. In the city, not so much. So the city only really gravitates to something that's been solidified as what people have a subjective view of on. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I got a loyal fan base here, people that know me from battle rap, people that know me from music, and people that just fuck with me. But on the whole, regarding like media and the masses, if you're not per se on and recognized everywhere else, they don't per se fuck with you. But when I go out of town, man, I get treated like fucking a king.
So it's not even about blowing up in the city for real.
Oh, I mean, my vision is, what I do is deeper than that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like what I have to offer is so much more valuable than the 4 highways of St. Louis.
Like, what got you, like, your music style? Like the beat selection, what got you gravitating? It seemed like the beat selection is like more soulful.
For sure.
And it seemed like you care about your lyrics more so than a lot of rappers of today.
That's what, quote unquote, guides the area that I go in as far as beat selection. Also, I mean, just feeling. It's a vibe with me, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me, I like some of the bop shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get on there and do what some of these other new rappers are gonna do. Like, I'm gonna get on there and I'm gonna spit.
Yeah.
But I like dope production, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas that's in the game right now, they're beat makers, they're not producers. I like dope producers and dope production. I'm a music connoisseur. I wanna hear some guitars, I wanna hear some symphonic sounds, I wanna hear the drum patterns coinciding with flutes and melodies and samples. I'm a young nigga, but I love the essence of hip hop, and if you go into the essence of hip hop, it started with samples, and it was sampled from soul, and then you had motherfuckers like African Bambaataa that was sampling motherfucking them EDM cats and them house music cats. So I listen to everything from The Who to Queen to The Doors to Jimi Hendrix to Nirvana to Jigga to Pop to NWA to Outkast to UGK to Wayne, back up east to motherfucking State Property to niggas in Detroit like Eminem, Royce da Five. Like, I love niggas who dope at what they do, who passionate, who got something to say.
So basically, like, name some of the people you haven't been in the studio with and made tracks with.
Locally, nationally, like
it's both
anybody. Bodine, Kids Who Mobbin', Rip the General, Tef Poe, Bates, G the Singer, T Woodley, Tyron Woodley, Wiz Khalifa, Burner, The Outlaws, Pastor Troy, Project Pat, Shit, Freeway. Man, it go on.
Freeway.
Yeah, it go on.
Hey, you meet Tyron Woodley?
I got invited by Coco from Basement Beats to produce Shake Your Tail Fella by Nelly, Murphy Lee, and P. Diddy. And Basement Beats is J.E., who basically produced Country Grammar, who was behind Nelly. They platinum selling artists, platinum selling producers, Grammy winning producers. And me and Coco, we go back. Like, we've been doing shit for a while. So one day he's doing the cypher and he reached out to me, say, bro, can you pull up and drop some bars? He know that I'm the type of nigga, motherfucker say pull up and drop bars, I'm on the way. So I pulled up and I ain't know Tyron was gonna be there. And I went in, I saw him, I went in the booth and I handled my business, came out and he was blown the fuck away. And we met each other and the next day I get a call saying that he was gonna start working on some music. He wanted me to come be a part of it. And I was the type of person, if I'm in the lab, like, I'm not just gonna, I don't give a fuck who you are, I'm not gonna sit back and be like, yeah, that shit's, you fucking up, I'm not gonna say nothing. I was like, nah, bro, don't do it that way. Say it like this, or say this, or change it around this way, or re-record that. And he was like, man, this nigga's serious. And we just kept making dope records, and he wanted to do a project. And I told him, I said, look, bro, I take my shit serious. So we gonna do a project, nigga. You gonna have the dopest project out of any fucking athlete. So we made a project, and nigga, if I'm lying, I'm flying, or God strike me down right now, it's the dopest project any athlete
ever put out. He respected that, didn't he?
Facts, real shit. Because people get to that certain stature, they surrounded by yes men. Motherfuckers tell them whatever they think they want to hear, especially when it's a nigga that can knock your head off. I ain't scared of shit. You know, it's that I travel with nothing less than 200 rounds, so motherfucker better knock me out cold and I wake up motherfucking tied down to a bed. Other than that, nigga, everybody in this bitch is dead when I wake up. So, on some real shit, man, I just kept it 100 with him. Like, nah, we gonna make some shit that's gonna be the dopest shit that any athlete ever did. And we just kept moving from there and building a relationship. We formed a brotherhood.
And how you start your label? How you come up with the name and everything?
So AMG it's an acronym for Audacity Music Group. You know, when you think of the word audacity, the first thing that come to mind is motherfuckers be like, he got the audacity to do this, she got the audacity. But when you look up the meaning of the word, it's really just a bold defiance of what a motherfucker think of you subjectively, or what they think you can't do, or what you possible, what you able to do, what you capable of. So yeah, I got the audacity to start a label. Yeah, I got the audacity to say I'm the best motherfucking rapper living, and will stand toe to toe with any rapper who wanna do that and prove that shit. Yeah, I got the audacity to say this shit. Yeah, I got the audacity to say St. Louis been fucked over by the industry for years and decades. Yeah, I got the audacity to say my city can go against any motherfucking city on whatever level you referring to, whether it's street shit, whether it's business shit, whether it's tech, whether it's music, whether it's sports, whatever you want to do, we with it. We get all 4 seasons around this motherfucker 24/7. It'll be 90 degrees one day and -13 the same day with an ice storm and tornado. So I can go on the fucking islands and survive. I can go to Antarctica and survive. How you want to do it?
How do it feel like preparing to battle rap somebody? Like, what is that feeling like?
Oh man,
when it's you and him, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a different battle rapper. Like most of these guys as professional battle rappers, they take a month and a half, 2 months and do research on their opponent and prepare and all that shit. I really like to put faith in myself and faith in my gift. I don't feel like, and for one, I don't really have time to be sitting down concentrating 4 or 5 hours a day on another male. So 2-3 days before the battle, I start thinking about the direction I want to go. Half the time when I go in the building, I'm really trying to figure out what I'm finna do and what I'm finna say. So I don't prepare like the normal battle rappers. I more so rely on my instincts, my skill, and my heart.
Are you a fan, like, you're a big fan of, like, the URL and battle rap leagues?
I'm also a fan of Street Status because it's from St. Louis.
Okay. When did he start?
O started in... St. O? Nah, from Street Status. The battle, what was that?
05?
05, yeah, 05, 06, it's been a minute. Some of the names that the biggest motherfucking stars in Smack and URL came from Street Status.
Wow.
Verb, Hitman, Holla, Young Ill, Remedy, like all these different people from St. Louis, like B-Magic, like Street Status, you know what I'm saying? So I was one of them people that decided, no, I'm not finna go off on one of these other platforms. I'm gonna stay here in Street Status. If I wanna battle a nigga from URL, gonna bring him here. I'm not finna go big up their platform and apply motherfucking my value to their platform. They already valuable. I would rather add value here in the city.
Wow. That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
So, like...
Yeah, brother. Appreciate you, man. Let me see you out. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'm gonna make sure you get everything. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. So no more
Hey, real talk. Hey, this right here, man of the community, straight up, man. Check him out. The Defiance, man. No cap, man. Next shit. For real. Elevate your mind. Real talk.
Appreciate you, T-DUBB-O. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Angel is my favorite song.
Thank you.
I wrote it on the paper.
Well, sure. You put your info on there?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I'll make sure you get everything.
DJ Shizzy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you're here tomorrow, I'm having a party at tomorrow.
We gonna slide through.
Oh, okay. Well, I give you a flyer.
Oh, let on blood.
There you go.
For sure. Thank you. We gonna pull up.
I enjoyed myself. Thank you. And I love the music.
Thank you.
Man, you get love, bro.
All that shit he talking about, man. I'm a blood.
There you go.
Big whoop, super whoop. Nah, y'all know what it is, man. It's Kizzle. It's my big head ass big brother, man. I'm proud of him. This ain't nothing but inspiration to me, you know, because shit, just a minute ago I was like, fuck rap. He the one got me back on my shit, you hear me? So, Risk and Rewards, album I'm putting together. That'll be my debut shit. Look forward to that. He gonna executive produce it.
On the game.
Man, it's my life or no life.
No,
you hear me?
Defiance is also executive produced by me. I ain't just a rapper that sit in the studio and let the engineer press buttons. I actually partake in, we need a cut here, we need a drop here, we need a fader here. I need more air on this. The mids got to be turned like yeah.
That shit sounded good. I can tell.
Appreciate that.
I can tell, bro. You got a big love for music.
sure.
So, like, who are some of the artists that you grew up listening to that you feel had an impact on your music?
Tupac, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Eminem.
What did you like about Pop?
And just the real and rawness of it. I feel like everything he said, you can feel that he meant that shit. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like he made good records, but at the same time, he stood for something. I like Pac, not just an artist, but more so as a person. You know what I'm saying? The things that he stood for and what he was talking about with the community, the whole thug life. People think thug life is just this motherfucking phrase he was speaking. They don't understand the code that was behind that, how he was organizing motherfucking people that was in prison and organizing the streets and trying to get people off of committing violence for ignorant reasons, you know what I'm saying? Trying to put a code on this black market, so to speak. You feel me? So a lot of people don't know Pac from that. They just know the hit him up, all eyes on me, Hail Mary Pac. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how deep he was in the community, how the nigga was a platinum selling artist and pull up at the dirtiest house party in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Not afraid of his people, want to interact and show love to his people. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big part on who I am, not just as an artist, but as a person.
Do you feel like hate? Do you got hate?
This St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got hate. And I don't necessarily, I understand it, but then again, I necessarily don't understand it because it's people that hate me that never even met me, that don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? They think a certain thing about me, but they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I show love, a gang of love. I show love to any, I give a motherfucking shirt off my back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the type of person that walk past homeless people, whether I know they finna go get high or not. They ask me for something, and I got some cash on me, I'ma throw them something. You know what I'm saying? If I'm leaving out a restaurant and they ask for something, and I got some food, I'ma throw them some food. I'ma take them in there and buy them some food and put some in their pocket. It's the type of person I am.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people who hate for no reason are just really insecure with themselves. They're not secure in themselves. I live by this philosophy. Me lighting somebody else's candle won't put my flame out. It just make the room brighter.
Right. And that's dope. So what's your favorite city to perform at? Like, if somebody gave you just one city to perform, where you going?
London.
You going to London?
London.
Wow.
They fucking parties be crazy.
For real?
They don't care, ain't no motherfucking limits. They just want to have a good fucking time, man. London. I'm only saying that because I perform there. And I like Austin too. Austin, Texas. And also St. Louis, man. St. Louis underground scene, people who act, not the people who want to go to the club and do like this and take selfies and not listen to the nigga perform, but the people that's gonna go to the Ready Room or the Atomic Cowboy or the Foodball or Blank Space, like people who really love music. It's battle rap. It's a type of attention and love and fan that you gonna love for life.
Well, give me your links, man. Shout out.
T-DUBB-O on everything, man. At T-DUBB-O, T-DUBB-O. If you Google that, Instagram it, Twitter it, Facebook it, I'm gonna come up, I promise you. If you see a nigga shaking hands with Obama, don't be confused. That is me.
All right, this is the youngest. We out.
All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. We back, all you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just do it. Look, do it. Look, do it, do it, do it now.
Body count look like the lotto. It's showtime, your boo in front the stage like the Apollo. In no time, I'm about to take it over. I need Paleola, kicking down the door, taking everything you owe us. Look, ride with the draw, fucking 30, got 50 in the Glock. 50 in the Glock. New box soda with a quarter key, yellow, put the vision in the pot. Vision in the pot. Bitch from last night. Look. So cold, I pack heat in the summer. 100 below, frozen water, my neck studded. Speech impediment, petty shit, the text stutter. Be hesitant, reach for the necklace, and I'ma bust 'em. Solo with the drone, repetitive, the percussion. Repercussions, concussions, paralysis, bandages, evil analysis. For you speaking, deceitful discussions. In my parameters, got a hammer, better sleep with it. Fuck, I demand the rule, the opposite of my opposition. Get your man to be.